Hello out there, Jenna Peek here with Bancroft Realty, and I was going to do this Facebook Live virtual tour on Facebook, but Facebook was giving me a little bit of a hard time, so we're going to do this on YouTube instead, and then I'll share it on my social media pages. So today I'm actually at an address. We are at 601 Thornwood Trail. That's in Grand Prairie, Texas. And for those of you familiar with Grand Prairie, this is located off of Crossland Boulevard in between Robinson and Carrier, right in the mid of Grand Prairie. And we are at a corner lot here, and I'm going to take you on a tour of this really cool house. So let's flip this around so that you can see. There we go. Okay, it's a windy day, but hopefully my microphone is good. So this is the corner lots right here on the corner of Thornwood and Willowwood Lane. It's got a beautiful, nice sized lot, very nice manicured lot, lots of landscaping. It's got what looks to be a brand new, very updated fence. You can tell that they really took some time to and some resources to put that fence up. It looks like there's even a retaining wall to make the fence level around the entire yard. That's a really nice feature to make the yard nice and level. That's an upgrade that you don't see a lot of people do. So this house is 2,019 square feet, and it's got 3 bedrooms and it's got 2 baths. And I'm apologizing for this wind. But this house has got some additions to it. They've had some updates done to it, and they've also had an the garage is extended to give more space for parking, which we're going to go in and see that here in just a second. But you can see they've taken a lot of time to do a lot around the yard. It's really important to point this out. This kind of stuff, this kind of rocks, this kind of really nice landscaping really saves your foundations. It really helps keep that clay from going from one extreme, which is like really dry, to really wet. It really helps moderate a lot of that soil around the house, and it helps really preserve the foundation. It's got this beautiful security gate right in the front. So we're going to go right in here, and then it goes right into this beautiful front porch. This front porch is very nice. It's got lovely potted plants, which won't stay with the house, but it certainly does make it. You can really see what kind of options that you can do when you move in yourself. The other thing I'm noticing is these beautiful gutters. These gutters are in great shape. You've got lovely downspouts. This is really important considering how much rain that we have had this spring and in the last couple of years, to be able to keep a lot of this water out of the middle of your house like this. I mean, that's a very important thing, and they spend some money not only putting these gutters up, but also making them match the house, which is great. So let's go in. You've got a lovely storm door. You can tell that the upgrades in this house, you know, some of these things that people do, they just forget some of the details. Storm doors are one of them. When you spend money on a good storm door, it really makes a difference. So we're going to walk right into the house. And if you are a Grand Prairie person, this is a very common, this is a Fox and Jacobs layout of the house. And a lot of these houses in this area were built like this. I don't know why, but the fact that when you walk into the front door, there's this is the fireplace on the other side. All of these floor plans were like that. Some people have taken out this side to open it up. Some people have removed the fireplaces altogether and just completely renovated the whole inside. But mostly, this is just kind of a feature of a house that was built during this time, which, let's look to see when this house was actually built. This house was built in 1979. So you walk into this very open living room space. It does have an extended ceiling, and I forgot to turn that light on when I walked through it. let's see, right there. So you've got your high vaulted ceilings. You've got that lovely pure accent at the top, which is great. The room is nice and spacious. There is no carpet in this whole entire house. The entire thing is hard floor, which is really easy to clean. You've got your fireplace right over here. That fireplace is, let's see, that fireplace is electric, I believe. We'll have to look at the seller's disclosure. If this is something that you're interested in learning more about, I will put a link to the listing in the description of this video. This, I can tell because I've been in these houses before, that what they did was they added an extension onto the back, because usually these houses would stop right there, and then that would have been a wall. And then we'll go back and look at those bedrooms, but this is what they did. So you walk in and you've got the dining room to the right, and then you've got a bonus room in the back that really you could do pretty much anything with it. If you had kids, you could make that some type of playroom, or like a little sun space where you can kind of keep the toys and everything out of the main living room. They've got it set up with the TV back here, and then they've also got a little table, maybe just for staging purposes. Here is the room from the different size. Thank you, Carlos. This house is going for, they just dropped the price today, made a price improvement for $335,000, and that's in Grand Prairie. In Grand Prairie, right now, there is a lender that I'm working with that has some very good products for buyers that are looking in Grand Prairie. Right now, you can get FHA financing if you're a first-time home buyer for 3.5% down. But there's also products now where if you're a first-time home buyer, you can also qualify for a conventional loan for 3% down, which is very, very good. Now is a very good time to buy a house. There's a lot of negotiating room that you have when you're a buyer. And so it's definitely a good time to make that move if you've been thinking about it. So now we're going to move right into the kitchen. All these the countertops have been updated. You've got, it looks like what might be original cabinetry, but it's in excellent condition. It's a nice big kitchen. I love the window. When I do my dishes, I really like to be able to look outside. Having that light in the kitchen I really like it. Looks like you've got an electric range in the kitchen. So that is electric and not gas. Get your dishwasher right over here. And then looking right over here, you can see it from the opposite side. Nice big kitchen and a nice open pantry space with where they have their microwave, and it looks like a little toaster oven. And then you walk right into the washer or the laundry room with the washer and the dryer right in here. Moving on into the garage, this is what I think a lot of people might be really interested in. This is a 4-car garage. They had the front extended out, and so you can actually fit 4 cars in here. And so if you are a mechanic, or they have a motorcycle that maybe they don't ride all the time, and it sits right here in the front. But there is a lot of space in this garage. If you like to spend a lot of time in the garage, it's a great garage to have. So you still have your nice big driveway outside, and you still have your garage door, but they just extended it, which is really great. Lots of space for storage. I love how they have all the nails already there. I mean, I know that seems so silly, but look how easy it is to organize your tools when you have this much room. Looks like you've got a couple of entrance points into the attic from right here, and then you have even more storage space right here. And then this, I would assume, is a water heater. Yep. Oh, that's a nice water heater. It's sitting on a tray, and it's got a drain line. Again, these are these kind of things that nobody ever thinks about that always pop up on inspection reports. And so they had this really installed correctly. from what it looks like. This looks like a new water heater, which, let's see here. Wonder if I can tell. Just real quick, I can't see when they had it replaced, but again, that would be on the seller's disclosure. So let's go back inside and we will take a look at the rest of the house. So moving right along, we'll go into the rest of the rooms and then I'll go show you the backyard. So this is just a bonus space that at one time I know for a fact was probably a bedroom. They probably took this wall down to make a second living room. I mean, if someone wanted to, you can always drywall it back up and make it into a fourth bedroom in this house. But that's what they chose to do with it. Let's see what the closets look like. You got your storage closet right there, which is kind of nice because it just gives you a little bit of extra room to store some of this stuff. This is why there's a door here, you see? So I don't know if they did that or if someone else did that before they lived here, but here's the hallway. Okay, I will upload a short. So this is the third bedroom, or the third and the smallest bedroom, which they're using for an office. Got a nice size closet, a really nice curtain rod. Again, these are just little upgrades that I think make a big deal, but like when you have a closet and you have a rod that is not heavy enough and heavy duty enough for all the stuff that you're putting in there, it really does make a difference when you start to see all these touches that are added into a space. So walking down the hallway, you've got the second bathroom, and it's got updated countertops, and then a nice big mirror with a lot of lighting in here. And then you've got a bathtub with what looks to be brand new tile. That is really nice, really beautiful. Everything looks very updated, very clean, very well maintained. That's the thing. This is a house that I could probably say with certainty that they did not put off maintenance on this house. They took the time and spent the money on this house to make sure that it was kept up and that it was in good shape. So this is the second bedroom and looks to be about the same size as the other. Again, you've got a big closet, which they've used that space beautifully. And then we're going to go into the primary bedroom. So again, there's no carpet in any of these rooms. You've got a nice large bedroom. That probably, I think that might be a queen. You got two windows in here. Let's look to see what the closet looks like. This closet is a very large closet, and it is a very organized closet. Like, you can tell because all these hangers are the same, how well they took the time. This is probably how they live, this organized. And again, it just reflects the kind of upkeep that a person keeps, you know, when they spend this much time and have this much pride in the place that they live, and you can just see it in the house and in the way they keep their things, you just know that this house has been lovingly cared for, and that the things that they've had to update and do, they've done. Sometimes people just put off these maintenance items that are just too expensive, or it doesn't feel fun to buy them right then. You know, the broken gutters and the things like that, that it's like, well, it's not an emergency. Well, they did it. They did all these things and they kept it up. And look at this great wall of cabinets when you walk into the primary bathroom. This is a lot of storage. Oh my goodness. So you've got laundry chutes right here, so you can keep your laundry bin basket right there. And then again, you have the same countertop that you have in the other bathroom. And it looks like the same type of of aesthetic as the other side. And then you also have that great lighting at the top. And then in this bathroom, you have a walk-in shower, which is a very smart thing to do, to have one walk-in shower and one bath, because some people do like baths and some people do like, but look how clean this is. This is a clean shower. Looks very new. Got the frosted glass doors. It's very beautiful. So here is a view of the primary bedroom from this angle. What do y'all think? Is there anything y'all want me to go back and see before we go outside? It's big. This house feels very spacious for 2,000 square feet, I will say. Very bright in this house. There's a lot of natural light in this house. A lot of open space. Let's go outside and look at the outside. And this says can be removed, not needed for emergency purposes only. I'm sure when they added this on, there's no need to add on more ACE. I mean, they didn't want to do duct work in here, so I'm sure that they probably just added that for the really hot days if they wanted to sit inside of the space. But it's open enough to where the rest, it goes on a central AC. Again, you have a really nice storm door. So this fence is really, really nice. And you've got a lot of side yard. Looks like rose bushes. That's pretty. I bet they're going to be real pretty. But you've got a nice side yard over here. The grass is very, looks very sturdy. Like it's been very well cared for. Again, you can see, so just a little real estate education. When you can see the foundation like this is like ideal. So this right here is about 6 inches. If you're sitting here kind of looking at it, you want to have 6 inches of your foundation showing, because if you have not enough, then there's not enough soil that protects it. And if you have too much, you have the same problem to the opposite way. So this is a yard that has been very well manicured. It's got lots of concrete space out here for tables and for entertaining. So if you're going to spend time in the backyard, there's a ton of space out here to do it. And then it looks like all these windows on the back have solar screens, which definitely would help with some of the heat coming in. You've got a really, really nice shed out here. This looks almost brand new. It's a tough shed. Nice storage space, in very good condition. Like I said, it looks almost brand new. Okay, this fence, wow, they even took the time to put these bird deterrent spikes on the top of their fence. That is very, very smart. So you don't want to have a lot of, and squirrels, because I'm just telling you what, those squirrels that run across. I mean, what they did was leveled this yard out and then built that retaining wall on the outside of that fence to make this fence all even like this. That is a lot of work. You got a couple trees, which I'm sure are already starting to get a little leaves on them. Are they they look like honeysuckle trees, maybe. That one is, at least. You've got an outdoor AC unit that looks to be in amazing shape. Looks pretty new. Again, you've got these beautiful gutters. I mean, these gutters are nice. These gutters are really, really nice. They took a lot of time and made that look really nice on the exterior of the house. They're nice and wide, really good quality. They did a really good job. That fence is just very, it took a lot of resources to put that up. So you don't have any trees close to the house, which is a good thing. They took out all the trees that were going to be maybe damaging, if they had any at all, but these trees are very well trimmed. And so you can tell that these are not just completely out of control. Trees are another thing that sometimes people put off. It's a deferred maintenance item that people just don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And then before too long, branches are falling constantly when it's windy. They're touching the house. And then, I don't think I accentuated that, but you've got a built-in right next to the fireplace. This is a really pretty house. So if you're interested in this house is $335,000. That's the asking price. They just reduced it down from $350,000. It's a lovely neighborhood. It's right here next to, very close to all of the new development that's going on in Grand Prairie. So you're going to be really close to the Epic, to the new Bass Pro Shop. You're going to be close to Andretti's, the car racing place, close to I-20, down here close to shopping. All the grocery stores are on this side of town. And then within, driving distance to 360. So it's a great area. I actually grew up right across the street on the other side of Carrier on Crossland. So I know exactly what kind of neighborhood this is. And it was a very quiet neighborhood. It's a very, the people that live here have really taken care of these homes. It's a great place to be. So if you're interested in looking at this in person, I will put a link to this listing, and then I will also put my contact information so that you can contact me if you're in the DFW area and you're interested in coming and looking at this. I'll be glad to show it to you in person. Again, my name is Jenna Pecor. If you need a lender that could maybe tell you if this is something that you could be pre-approved for and what kind of product that they can offer you right now, I'd be glad to refer you over to those people, to the lender that I use. Yeah, we would love to get this house sold. So feel free to contact me. My number is 214-558-4410. And again, my name is Jenna Pecor, and look forward to seeing you later. Bye.